So I wanted to make a little quick video about some of the things I'm going to be changing in this upcoming hunting season. What's brought this on is I've been editing a lot of my hunting videos from last year, and I've been noticing a recurring theme, some bad habits that I've formed. Just wanted to share them with you, kind of verbally process through them. Last year was a pretty rough bow season for me. I only had 2 encounters with legal bucks to shoot, and one of which I just let walk because he was a little bit small, and the other one was, well, it was just a difficult situation. He ended up smelling me and blowing out. But the rest of the season I saw nothing else but fawns, does, and wild hogs. The wild hogs have become a bad problem in my area. Their numbers are just exploding, and anybody who deals with hogs knows that they push deer out of areas as well. But ultimately, all these problems that I'm having is a result of me not scouting and utilizing trail cameras very well. I used to be really good about shifting cameras and locating deer, and especially bucks in certain areas, and really capitalizing on all the intel that you can get from having cameras out in the woods, and also in-season scouting. But I guess because of just overconfidence and experience on these lands, I've been hunting some of them for nearly 20 years and just gotten complacent and stopped using all my tools. But yeah, so I've just been seeing a lot of fawns, does, and hogs. This season, I'm going to start at least a minimum of once a week going out and in the evenings glassing over fields and scouting out areas and locating bucks and moving cameras around. I heard it said recently, and it really resonated with me. I don't know who said it, but use your trail cameras to find the bucks. Don't wait for the bucks to find your cameras. And it's like, duh, of course. And that's what I used to always do, but gotten out of that habit, gotten lazy. And so I really need to start getting back into better practices. So once a week, I'm gonna get out and get boots on the ground, shift cameras, and locate bucks that are worth hunting, and have several different areas. That way the other hunters or other factors, hogs, change of water levels, flooding, dry riverbeds, where there is no water, environmental changes, so all those things aren't quite as much of a detriment to my hunting. If I get out pre-season and during the season regularly, this is common sense, this is common practice, but go out and look at the things. It's going to pay off greatly during the season. But yeah, I could see in these videos that I've been editing of last year's season, I see my thought process. I see where I got back into the same tree from the night before, or didn't dive all the way into this certain bedding area or what I thought was a bedding area, or get too close to this food source because I was afraid I would spook out a buck that would be in there. And the reality was that I never even knew whether there was a buck in there or not because I hadn't scouted it properly. So I'm showing a lot of this video footage during this dialogue, and all this B-roll that you're seeing is last year's hunting season. And after I make these changes next year, after improving my scouting habits, at the end of this upcoming season, I'm going to make another video with all the results and just compare and contrast between the two. And I'd be willing to put a lot of money on this upcoming season being a lot more productive and a lot more successful due to these changes that I'm going to make. With all the hogs being in these areas too, I'm going to start just shooting the hogs, if nothing else, just to spook them out. Hogs are really smart animals, and I found that if you shoot one, if you wound one, kill one, usually their whole herd will not come back into that area for a long time. And hopefully that will displace them enough to get the deer to be a little bit more comfortable and want to stay in an area more, because they push them out. Hogs and deer don't like hanging out together. So yeah, there's a lot of personal criticism that I'm doing while editing my own videos, and just wondering why in the world I'm doing this, and observe my own habits objectively and not make excuses for my failures. Yeah, having it all on video it pays off. So yeah, just wanted to make this. Maybe it'll help you to reflect on your last season and maybe recognize some possible bad habits you may have developed over the years, and make some changes to hopefully make your next season more successful. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on for too long. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.